Yeah. Oh. All right, guys. So good morning. I hope you're very fine. Let's get to today's reaction. You know, when I do one early, I now get time to do more and more in a day. So welcome to the reaction, and it's about my opinion, because if you have a different opinion, you can actually get to a platform and do your thing, right? Yeah, so I really watched a lot about MARWA, MWANGO, Toto, and all that. And guys, it's about to go down. So right, ROCIO thought that maybe she was playing a trick on MARWA, and it would give her a good day. Yilmaz, hi, how are you? How is your day? All right, I'm hoping you're fine, and let's get to today's thank you so much. Good morning. All right, I hope you're fine, and thank you so much for coming. The first top fan, big up to you. I'm very fine, actually. Some mild headache, but I'm actually doing well. So let's get to today's reaction, and I'll urge you, when you come around, you're free to chat, you're free to drop a comment, and as we travel through this reaction, guys. So it's about the Marito dispute in Nyabohanse. Why not talk them? We'll obviously talk about them because it is what it is, you know? Even Marwa himself said it is what it is, guys. So we saw the live stream, of course, and many people actually have already done a reaction towards that. MWANGO will keep bunkering, you know? One thing for sure, when you go through psychology, you understand that psychology tells you that there is a lot of sibling attachment at some point. And when you look at the entire videos where MWANGO and MARWA are happening to be, actually, you cannot have any doubt. There is a lot of sibling attachment. MWANGO is not actually feeling like distancing herself from that marriage, and ROCIO, whether you like it or not, you'll have to stand it. You either decide to go away or stay and stand it. So guys, when I was watching this video where top 1% of Africa hide with me, Toto, and of course they went to village market area, I saw a lot of fun, you know. Do you know what I saw? In a journey of, let's say, was it about in a journey of 1 hour, 11 minutes and more seconds, about 35, ROCIO only talked at minute 30.42. Can you imagine that? Hey, guys, sometimes you can think you're playing a trick on somebody only to be played a trick on, you know? Brains encounter brains. So it seems that after ROCIO actually ran from the village, went to the city, and she's actually having it, but then she will not have all she wanted. She's getting just part of the package, but then things are not very easy for her. So if you not watched that video, we're going through a slow by slow analysis, guys. I hope I'll be doing the StreamYard very soon so that I'll be showing just some part of it. So thank you for coming on board, and I'm so happy that you are around. Guys, so ROCIO is very sad in that vehicle. Sometimes you can be on in a Prado, but you're crying. That is what actually I'm seeing ROCIO, and she's suffocating in this kind of environment, possibly because she knows she cannot stand on her own sofa currently, because even if YouTube is paying her, she's not getting that much that can sustain the kind of life she wants, because you saw that her dream car, it's the German machine, right? The 4-wheel. So if her dream car is a German machine, what about her dream house? What about, maybe she wants the yacht, you know? She possibly wants the yacht, she wants the big dream house, she wants the big German machine, because you saw her in when they were visiting the vehicle yard, she said she does not want a simple car, right? So Rocio is in for it because she has to stand this suffocation, like MWANGO talking all over the place, MARWA talking all over the place. They are talking in one voice, MARWA giving attention to MWANGO and not her. Yet, she is the wife. And many of us have seen that. We did not see it today, but we have seen all along. And I understand that is through what we call sibling attachment. When you get married to someone who is attached to their sister, guys, you will have a hard day. A very, very hard day, you know? Because every time, whenever the sister is around, you will never get the attention you need, you know? And that is exactly what I'm seeing. Now, guys, let's just watch this a little bit. Let's start at the lunch point and tell me what you saw. If I'm the one seeing differently, you tell me. Thank you so much for coming on board. You can give a like to the video. Kiss the video, guys. Thank you. So, let's start from here. They are at the table. They have reached at Village Market JC Hotel, the classic hotel for the rich. And then MARWA is checking the recipe. Who is asked for the recipe? It is MWANGO. Can you imagine? So when he checked the menu, the first thing he had to ask, he called, "Sister, have you got what you want?" I can imagine myself in that shoes, you know. And especially so now that we know there have been sour moments around ROCIO and MWANGO. So MWANGO was there, and she is actually dominating the entire environment. And I think, ROCIO, you won't do anything about it. After all, before even you got married to MARWA. Kathy Gasha, hi, welcome on board. Thank you so much. Things about to go down. Anyway, ROCIO will be used to this life, because if she wants to maintain that life with a rich man, she will have just to bear it, because she will keep sitting around, keeping quiet, but then what? Now, when she was in the Mercedes-Benz and, you know, MARWA is like reminding her, yeah, this is my property all along, you know, because sometimes women think when they are married to a rich man, that property is theirs, but I'm seeing MARWA clearly making a definition that this is my property. It is my property. Thank you so much, Kathy Gasha, for coming on board. Big up to you. And actually, you're free to give your thought, because this is my thought. Maybe you have a different thought, you are free to air it. But I'm just doing my analysis. This is what I see. Now, look at this. I want you to watch this part of the video.
It's like $20. And we're in a super elite spaces. Sister, you found something?
Yeah, today I'll try something different.
Okay.
The trio.
The trio is which one?
It has rice, minji, some chicken.
Now look where ROCIO is.
Oh, is this one?
Yeah, I think so.
That's
Guys.
lemon and herb chicken.
Yeah, even that is very nice.
You just
Even me, I saw it.
Look
lemon
at
and
ROCIO.
herb chicken.
yeah, guys, let's see what we
ROCIO is busy with her phone, and she started it from minute 1, you know.
Hey, they have good food, sister.
Very good.
Everywhere.
Anytime I come here, this is where I normally come to eat.
Yeah, you treat yourself for the hard work
But
you've done.
sometimes you work really hard, you forget even to eat.
To eat like me.
And they're like, now I'm working hard for who to be
Even
honest.
me.
All right. So if you saw, you saw, you know. Like MARWA had to ask MWANGO, "Sister, have you got what you want?" And I thought the next thing would be to ask ROCIO, "Have you got the food you want?" But oh my God, I was so lost. He didn't do that. He just asked the sister, then he began now commenting on what he would eat. And you know, already when MWANGO says trio, then he says, yeah, that is of course a very good meal, you know. He doesn't even know what trio is. But once the sister picks it, then he says, yeah, that's a very good meal, you know. And ROCIO had to suffocate around this environment and feel beaten, but she has nothing to do, because it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Now, let's go back to maybe I'm talking to the men in the space. If you go out with your girlfriend or your wife and your sister is around, whom would you ask first what they wish to eat? You know, just answer me. If anybody will be contradicting what I'm thinking, answer me. Whom would you ask first before you go to your sister? Because in my thought, I think your woman is the first. And then later after that, you can now ask your sister, sister, what about you? But then, it is automatic that in the life of Marwa, MWANGO is number one. Whenever she's around, ROCIO, you will never win. Even in the absence, he will always refer to my sister, my sister. And remember, the sister works 3 hard. ROCIO works hard, not even 2 hard. According to Marwa, allegedly, because somebody was like, yesterday Mr. Fruits was like, what does it mean by working hard? In their thought, in quote, they work so hard, in quotes, right? They always say sometimes even exams, you know, like in Kenyan context, is not about how hard you have worked in school. It's about what did you get at Form 4. If your certificate indicates, and nobody will ask you whether you used, you know, shortcuts or the correct way. And that is Kenyan for you, guys. Now, let's go ahead. So, they were talking about they work so 3 hard and sometimes Marwa doesn't eat. And I thought that conversation was like, ROCIO, you don't take good care of me. You are supposed to be an African wife cooking for me and you don't do it. You know, that is what Marwa has always been selling on the streets. We've heard him so many times saying a typical material woman should cook for the husband. On the other hand, we've heard ROCIO all the time saying, I don't want to cook, I don't like cooking, I don't like cooking. I would rather have people, you know. You remember when before she went to London, and they were on the table, and Marwa was trying to create content and say, I don't know what I'll do without ROCIO, and ROCIO was like, it's not like I cook for you. Hey. Sometimes you people, you create a lot of soap operas and drama for us. Then people come around and say, don't talk. How would you stop talking? It is our business. I think, in fact, like I used to do a lot of analysis on Obina, but Obina is very clever. In his life, he brings a lot of interviews with many different people, so you can't follow his life to the latter. But I'm telling you, if you're out there and you're popular, know that we are coming for you. It's our business, you know. We, the lazy gang, the jobless gang, we go about talking about what you do, what you say, how you react, how you act. That is our business. And that is why we wouldn't wish that anyone goes down anytime soon. Because if you go down, we go down also, the lazy gang. Even though you might just migrate and shift and go to another person. But remember also, creating a niche is not easy. Because on this YouTube channel, I've taken some while before I actually had a compact way of having people who follow and they know I'm talking about this, you know. So thank you so much for those who are on board. Welcome. Now, the next thing that I saw was here. Let's go for it. After Marwa has asked, sister, have you got what you want? And they have begun talking, and now they are in the context of working 3 hard. Marwa worked so hard building the villa, building the gate, building the road. And remember, ROCIO contributed towards that road. She gave 80,000 shillings. But so far, the discussion has now stopped to involve ROCIO, and it's about just Marwa. Marwa is saying, I build the roads, I build the parking, I build the villa, I build everything, I buy the Mercedes Benz, I buy the, you know. So what does it mean? ROCIO, you are not doing anything. So when we talk, you keep quiet. And so ROCIO has really had to keep quiet and accept that beating. She's beaten, right? She has gone through a social beating. It may be called character development, if I may say. For those who understand, you understand. It's not good anyway, but she has had to stand it, hasn't she? She chose it. Choices have consequences. You make a choice, stand the consequences, because they are always here with you. Decisions come with results. You make a choice, it has results on you tomorrow. So now let's go ahead and see what ROCIO had to, not ROCIO, but Marwa. The Marwa sister conversation.
Imagine, guys, me, I work. Sometimes I sleep hungry.
Just look at ROCIO
Making
actually.
roads, making this. Hello.
Just look. ROCIO is like, huh?
Yes, me, I'll have
ROCIO is like, huh? So you're not asking me even what I'll eat. Anyway, let me say it for myself. And at that point, Marwa is really preaching about his hard work. He works building the roads, he works building the villa, he works building the gate, he works building. And ROCIO is like, okay, so even my 80,000, whether it came from donuts or not, it doesn't matter, right? Does it? Okay, so by the way, at the end of the day, I don't think ROCIO will ever put her money in that home again. She would rather be Madam Parasite, as people call her. But she will not, because she has learned that Marwa is one person who always appraises himself. He's always beating his chest. Yeah, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this in public, in private. If he can say this in public like this, what about in private? People who can speak like this in public all the time on camera, what about in private? I would imagine. Let's go ahead. Now, ROCIO had to wait for at least Marwa to ask, what will you take my wife? But there was nothing coming. So she accepted the beating. She accepted the beating and she decided to pinpoint what she'll eat. You know, she had to pinpoint. Let's go on.
lemon and half chicken.
Lemon and half chicken. What is your best sell meal here? The one that people really like or you're known for? No, I'm not recording. It's on my face. Look, it is on my face.
Okay, so Marwa protects himself and says, I'm not recording you. You know, sometimes there are places when you are doing content, you don't go just recording anyhow. You have to talk to the people around there. They accept where you can record or not. But Marwa did not go through that process. He just imagined that he can go ahead. Of course, he was not recording the face of this lady. But then maybe the hotel does not allow recording. He did not consult early. So sometimes when it goes about maybe complain about people who are creating and doing this, and then we ask, what about you? What do you normally do, you know? Do you normally pay attention to whether people want you to do so or not? Yeah, that's the question we have to ask. Now, let's go ahead and actually check for another receipt in the same aspect here. And the silence itself actually showing the beating. We get to the real business at where? Somewhere here.
Too much maisha, pole pole. This guy eats. After this, he needs to drink at least half a liter of water. Otherwise, he will have very hard poo. Because his system is still very... Maisha. You enjoy me though. You say chafua. Pole. Pole.
Oh my God. So I'm looking at that face and I'm like, is it the sickness or is it, is it the discomfort, Because I looked at that face all through the 30.42 minutes. Actually, they always say that sometimes people are just happy to be in a Prado even when you're crying, You just feel it's okay. Let me cry in a Prado than smile on a bicycle, right? It is what it is. For those who know, you know. That is the latest. Of course, it's not even the latest. It's something that came about long ago. That sometimes women just say, let me cry in a Prado instead of smiling on a bicycle. And that's what ROCIO is actually doing here. You can see her face does not communicate anything to do with happiness at all. She's even eating the best food because she chose it. But you can see her face is communicating the opposite, right? And she's not having the fun that she should be having, you know. They say this is a classic hotel, JC, right? The high-end hotel. But she's not having the fun that anybody would have. Because if you are, you would be smiling all your teeth, you know, enjoying the meal. But you, in fact, the food is almost protruding, almost like she's forcing herself to take it, because she doesn't feel the comfort. But it is what it is. You'll have to stand it, you like it or not, because choices always have consequences. And when you choose it, go for it, because you have no option, do you? Okay, so guys, continue liking the video and give the thumbs up as we go by in this analysis. And the other thought that I got is at some point, you know, the laughter itself actually is suffocating or beating in itself, you know. Let's get to that point here. And of course, the discussion surrounds the Jaguar, you know, after one, which is safaris, then we have to get to the current, and then the next is Jaguar, guys. Money speaks, right? So make money and smile to purchase, right? So let's get here and see how we will be smiling to purchase.
Because you'll be pulling up and they you grow up quickly.
You grow up with them.
You grow up quickly.
Okay, guys, let's go see what is happening. I'm happy to be with Maina. This guy is pushing me in without even an indicator. Oh, I'm so going.
All right, so let's get to the, you know, there is sometimes, why do we even get to this analysis? If there is a sitting of 3 people and one is quiet, what does that tell you? Is this third person dumb? Are they? If they actually have a speaking aspect, they have a speech, then we expect that they would contribute toward the discussion. But then if they keep quiet, there is a problem. And I don't think by now that malaria is still in the house. You can't convince me that ROCIO is still having severe malaria up to now. After all, she said that when she took Tynel, she's actually getting well. So at this point, I'm surprised that all along they have been driving up to minute 30.42. ROCIO has not spoken. She has not spoken. That is nonverbal communication to tell you that she's not interested, but she's just forcing issues, you know. She's forcing herself to be in this setting. Now, when MWANGO was laughing at this point, began laughing at some point earlier on, in fact, you know.
Please let him not destroy. With all the respect, that is hard work.
Actually, that is property you destroy.
Yeah. No.
You destroy it.
No.
Nobody will ask.
No. No. Where they reach high, Nairobi. Hey, sister.
Yeah,
Look how beautiful this place is. This is.
And also you see police every corner.
Yeah, this area there's police everywhere because diplomats are every corner, and also even the Israeli embassies here, it's guarded like something else.
Even more than the Kenyan embassy.
More than even the American.
Yeah.
Guys, look how.
So, I think you can agree with me that that conversation is only going on between brother and sister. The wife is not in the picture. And unfortunately, it's her choice, you know. She's chosen to be beaten in the game because she started the beating but she could not withstand it. So at the end of the day, she has been beaten in her own game. So she has to withstand people having conversations as she keeps quiet. She keeps pressing her phone. She keeps holding conversations that we are not even sure whether she's actually calling and communicating in her, of course, her language, a language that she knows best. And the rest go on with the discussion. It's a very, funny picture to us who are watching, us who make that our business, because we are not saying that things are okay. However, fooled and told things are okay, peace has reigned. We don't see any peace having reigned, because how does peace reign and then someone is quiet? People are talking for 30 minutes, 30 good minutes, and you are sitting in the Mercedes Benz. A Mercedes Benz where you should be very comfortable, but you can't open your mouth and speak even one word, You're just sitting there very uncomfortable. And you are not sick, because I think for me, particularly, I've been talking about the psychological sickness, the heartbreak. But now they are together, they have settled. In fact, she has enjoyed the city for many days, something she may never have had. Then, here she is in the car. People are talking, she can't even talk. Sometimes I wonder, because how long will she sustain her attitude? Or yesterday I saw Nairobi teacher doing something on the Onyx and saying that the Onyx is there to actually make sure that now Marwa dances to her tune. I don't think that will happen soon. Sometimes you cannot perform a charm on somebody who already has the charm. Concret's mom is somebody who knows a lot of traditional herbs and all that. And of course, if she knows that this kind of woman is coming to her home, she would actually prepare everything against that. If anything, she wouldn't stand that, right? So when this lady now goes about and thinks that she's going to make things turn up, the way I saw yesterday, Nairobi teacher imagining that ROCIO would actually be winning the game and pulling Marwa down. Brother, nothing of that sort is going to happen, because this lady cannot overdo. MWANGO is in a place, she's there to protect the brother, and that is why we are seeing her appearing all over the places in Nairobi, because we wouldn't have expected that they would be going now out together with the sister, eating out together, Even though as a family they must do, but in this context, of course, when reconciliation process is happening, and you are two of you, you don't need that party, do you? You don't need that party, because now it's about time to bond. Namaste Ze, how are you? Thank you so much for the trophy. All right. You can also like the video and subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed. Thank you so much for the present. Namaste, Kathy, Gasha, Yilmaz, and all of you. I really appreciate your presence this morning. Most times when I do this lives in the morning, I don't expect a lot of people, because I know many people are at work, but it is what it is. I have to go for it, because I have a goal to actually fill my hours, and that's why I keep urging you, when you get time, watch my other videos, so that I get to have this the minutes, or rather the watch hours that I'm targeting. So guys, let's go to the Jaguar business. After the Mercedes Benz, the next is Jaguar. Now I'm asking myself, the first is already done, the second deal is done, the third is coming. Is this why ROCIO feels out of place? Because she's like, you bought the first vehicle for yourself, the second for yourself, and you're coming for the third for yourself. And you are here asking your sister, and I'm in the vehicle, you're not asking me. This is how ironical things turn up, and a woman begins feeling like, oh, I've lost it. Because maybe when the war started and she went to Nairobi and all that was happening, she possibly thought that things would be her way. And of course, from the analysis yesterday that was done by so many people, in Muzungu Pebbles, the teacher, people were like, this woman is the downfall of Marwa. But I'm assuring you people, she may get out and walk away as long as MWANGO is around, as long as Concret's mom is around. Away if she wants. And another thing that I just laughed is this setting that they picked for lunch was around the embassy, and the embassy story had been trending. This is the embassy area. Let's just check for a receipt here for whatever Marwa is saying.
Market.
Yeah. Or I think after village market you get to Two Rivers.
Okay.
Then Waka.
Oh. So guys, this area that we are moving right now, it's the most expensive area to live in Nairobi, right?
Yeah.
Because
But there are many. There are Lavington, there's Runda, there's
but this one is because there's a lot of embassies here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So because of that, it has a lot
On
of
the other side,
yeah.
this road that we left behind
Yeah.
goes to Runda.
Oh, goes to Runda. Wow.
Nice mirrors here, Maru.
I've seen them.
This
Then
is where to
red here.
This is right here. Oh, going there.
Kitsuru.
Kitsuru. Oh, Kitsuru is going that way. Guys, look at the houses here.
You know the portion.
Kitsuru.
Now, meanwhile, after lunch,
Yeah.
After lunch, what happened? The MWANGO disappeared a bit, and the brother was like, I think you had to take time to vlog. All right. Of course, he may be vlogging. Content creators, we do it everywhere. But still, the embassy area. And I was like, okay, what about if things are being sorted? Because many people had raised concern. They had said that ROCIO has now reported and things are going to be fast for Marwa. And Marwa, of course, is really traveling, still wants to travel, because that is what he told us, that when he finished building, once he finishes building, he's going to go back to traveling. So then, this disappearance for me, in my thoughts, because you hold your view, I hold my view. In my thought, I just thought that maybe the sister has gone to sort some issues at the embassy, because why did they pick this specific destination? You know?
Going down.
Let's check on that.
Yes. Guys, this one building has everything. Different types of restaurants, bowling, gyms, games for this. Hi, Amitoto. Let's enjoy. How are we going? These are the real vessels, you see? Very big vessels. And concrete. Guys, as we show you the 1% of Kenya, please give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel, guys. It's good I show you these parts of Kenya and Nairobi. Hey, look here. Even I see police just moving with. These areas are highly guarded. I think we are lost, so we have to
the
go.
entrance of the restaurant.
Yeah? The
The
restaurants.
entrance of
Wow. Hey, life is good. I can't wait to transform Nyabohans into something like
Oh
this.
my God.
Not really take the village away, but build this in the village.
How possible is it actually to transform Nyabohanse into Nairobi city? Those are very,
Part of the community.
those are very extreme dreams, Dreams are valid, yes, but sometimes our dreams can be extreme. Like it would be me saying, I want to change Nairobi into London. It wouldn't be. Every city is unique, in its own way. And there is beauty in that uniqueness. So Marwa is actually here promising that he's going to turn Nyabohanse. He can't wait to turn Nyabohanse into Nairobi city, especially the village market areas, the specific cozy ends where he was. And I was like, okay, boy, you have to really work hard. Maybe a lot of donors coming around, for you to be able to transform Nyabohanse into village market cozy area like the area you are showing us. It would actually take millions of years. You do it, maybe Maisha does it, the son to Maisha does it, the son to your grandson does it. That is maybe when you can achieve the dream of making Nyabohanse Nairobi. Because Nairobi was not built in a blink of an eye. It was not. Mr. Fruits Money, I'm wondering which visa they are going for at this end, because they are going to the embassy area, and Marwa allegedly pointed pointed in the video about Argentina embassy. I don't know whether I can get the specific spot, because while they were driving in, he mentioned something about embassy, Argentina, and he was so sure to show us. And I was like, okay, are you showing us where ROCIO had actually booked the ticket to exit before you people turned the script into something else? So let's go for it here. Yeah, I think it's here, somewhere here, right here. Let's go for it.
It's right there.
Oh,
In that building. Even our car is, even our Land Cruiser says Good Africa.
Land Cruiser.
You know, now when I'm going home, I'm going to start I'm going now to finish the registration.
Mr. Frusmani, hi. Welcome on board. Thank you for your support every day, every moment.
Look how many Land Cruisers you're seeing here. So many going down there, going to that one. Hey, sister, you see Range Rover?
yeah, I've seen.
Let's hover around until you find where you...
Working hard is good.
You know, Argentinian embassy is right there.
Oh,
In that building.
Yeah. So guys, MARWA was so sure to show us the Argentina embassy. I don't know for whatever purposes, you know, for whatever purposes. Whether it was, you know, like, personally I felt like it was a kind of mockery to ROCIO. That is the Argentina embassy. Did you want to use it to exit? Then what stopped you, mama? What stopped you? Is it my money? Is it my Land Cruiser? Is it the Benz? Or is it the Jaguar that I'm going to buy soon after I finish construction? You know? Would you actually find a 3-working husband like myself? You know? So that is a kind of, you know, have you ever done something thinking that you are really making somebody feel bad, only to find that they are not feeling bad? In fact, they are just accommodating you. And so you have to withstand the beating. And that is actually the humiliation that ROCIO will have to stand all her while. Good that she has the face. I hope she has the face to stand all that, because she will not have breathing space. You can see how everything in the vehicle, MARWA is like, sister, did you see that? Sister, do you know we'll buy this next car? Sister, do you know my next car will be this? Sister, which food are you ordered? Sister, do you know that is the Argentina embassy? Sister, once you finish, you can call us. I'll be coming down there. And so she's just like a hovering element in the life. And maybe because of Mitoto, because Mitoto is more important here than ROCIO, to say the reality. In my thought, that is. In your thought, you might have a different thought. And of course, you're welcome to give your comment here, because it is what it is. In my thought, that is what I think, because I wouldn't imagine a situation whereby I'm sitting in a vehicle with my husband and the sister, and all the conversation is surrounding the sister. It's like, sister this, sister that, sister this, sister that. Oh my goodness. Hey, give us some space. Give us some space. And when we say, people are like, what are you saying? I'm saying what I think I can't stand, you know? And it's not out of envy. Of course, somebody's sisters are important, their mother is important, their father is important, because it's their family. But then, when there is space for lovers, that space accommodates not the third party, you know? It doesn't allow that third party to come in, because it's actually a space that will only be the duo. Maybe you can write a note. All right. So it is what it is, guys. So in my thought, ROCIO has been beaten in her game so badly that she's, you know, when you look at her, you would think she's sick, but she's not sick. She knows the humiliation she's going to encounter. Leave alone the city. At least currently they're in the city and she's enjoying what she likes, the city life. But when she reaches at the village, I just wonder. I just wonder whether she'll have a breathing space. Will she have the breathing space? You know? Now, guys, While I was waiting, I wanted to know about the something to do with the there's something I wanted to know here. Doing it once for all. You know, actually the beating, ROCIO started feeling the beating from MWANGO long ago. But we are talking of the latest backlash, you know. The latest backlash started in the live stream, of course, when her subscribers were asking about the hardworking aspect and the lazy. In fact, some even had to poke her nose and ask her, what about ROCIO? Does he rely on a rich husband? And she was, don't you see ROCIO working? But it was an excuse, because the reality is that I don't think these people consider that ROCIO is that hardworking person. So she's not three hardworking like them, according to them. You know, people asked me yesterday here, what is hardworking? And of course, when you look at hardworking, their definition of hardworking is different from our definition. Their dictionary is not our dictionary. Now, let's get back to the fact that MARWA is so uneasy to give this car. And I'm like, don't expect that you'll drive, and once you become a driver, it will be all good. You know, when you have a vehicle, it's just like when you have your life, expect to be sick and all that. And that happens also to the car, I believe. If Njagi would agree with me, Njagi Maina, if he would agree with me, I don't think it is always good that you will always just drive all the time, you know, especially in the village and Nairobi itself. You cannot drive your car and expect that you will be 100% sure, safe all the time. Sometimes somebody will just come your way. You may hit a pothole without knowing, you know. So I listened to this part just as the video was beginning. Of course, it's not good for you to give people cars and they hit it around, you know. It's not allowed, and it's not good for anybody, because the vehicles are expensive automatically. But then you can't expect that you have a car you give somebody and it will just be driven safely, not at all. So let's listen at this part.
Start driving. Whenever I've realized me giving out this car, I always feel unease, especially to go from the village. Yeah. Did they fix that sound?
I mean, Mama to just spray the...
Maisha, pole pole. Pole pole, Maisha.
He is extremely happy.
He's extremely
Me too.
After a week, do you believe I could know nearly 90%?
Not a week, the same day.
Same day.
Yeah, same day.
Uh-huh.
I think mostly the balance is everything.
Okay. So I just need to practice. Next week,
Very easy.
next week I'm promising myself, guys, I have to start driving. You know, when I've realized me giving out this car, I always feel unease, especially to go from the village.
MARWA is uneasy to give his car to the people from the village. I wonder whether these people from the village, do they have licenses? Have they trained somewhere? When he gives them the vehicles, what makes him give them anyway? Because if I'm uneasy to give even my laptop to anybody because I doubt whether they can use it properly, or my phone, I wouldn't give it in the first place. I would rather just keep it in I would rather just keep that phone in a drawer, share it or give it to somebody, or my computer, I just keep it away. Why should I give somebody if I feel uneasy with the fact that the person may not take good care of it? And mind you, he is uneasy to give to the people from the village. Hey, Nyabohanze people, you are very jealous, you are very envious, you are very criminal, that MARWA does not trust you anymore. He himself has testified like 3 times in this video that he's a village boy. He has even said that his own son is a village boy. So why then would he doubt all of you, the villagers? You know? Why would he? Like that doubt, I would actually wonder, Gitriba, you people, do you have licenses? You know? And MWANGO is actually lying to the brother that you can know how to drive one day One day, one good day. Why do they normally give people at least maybe specific number of hours that can make them good at driving? Is the theory changing? Because that is my thought. Why is she saying that it's possible that in one day you'll be okay to drive? Even if you people trust each other, I think you must stop this, because if you dare do such a mistake, I'm assuring you, you are going to crash that vehicle and you won't like it. You will be mourning and crying and it will be crashed, because unless you have taken a very expensive insurance for it, don't dare. And even if you are trying to go through driving, you, Marwa, go to a driving school, do the driving for a good, the expected hours. We have specific hours of driving school that you have to go through. Then you start actually gaining that confidence slowly by slowly. And if you're so scared and have an ease with the driving of that car, and especially also looking at the road, it's not yet ready, then you have to get otherwise before you get to actually now begin to drive it. I don't see how comfortable you'll be in one day. That one is a lie, man. Maybe other people, you can challenge me in this. Did you know how to drive in one day and you were able to balance the car and all that? And then why just village boys? Is it village people or village boys even? He is very uneasy to give to the village people. So Marwa should be actually, I believe you should relocate. You've seen the city and you really admired, you've said all over the place that is beautiful. Think of a place to relocate to and begin your videos, not even videos, begin your safety with driving. You can always be hiring Jaggy and any other person to come around. But if you are still relying to stay in this village, you're gonna have a hard time, because the villagers are the ones who are in this place, not the town people, not the city people, right? So I don't know how possible the expectation you hold is. I don't think it's possible. Actually, your reality and the reality on the ground is not a practical aspect, according to me, Now, let's get to another receipt here. Another receipt right here. I think it's here.
To drive, okay? At least I will know how to drive a car. That's something that I've realized. As a man, you should just know. It's a very important skill. Yeah. Guys, this is Nairobi. Hey, look, sister. Lexus, look. I've seen. Even not Volvo, there's Jaguar.
Yeah, people have money here.
You've seen that?
What I promised myself. After finishing all the things I want to do, I'll just make sure I buy a Lamborghini. But I don't know where I will drive it. Maybe somewhere in abroad. God willing, they must have it.
Lamborghini, dreams are valid, guys.
Sure. And if you have 100,000.
Oh, ROCIO, good for you. You almost want to plug the earplugs in your ears because you don't want to hear that. You will definitely have to stand that, Lamborghini on the way. And it will not just be driven in Kenya, not in Nyabohanse. It will be driven in maybe US or Poland, I don't know. What is your thought? Mr. Fruitsmani, what is your thought? Kathy Gashia, what do you think? Where will it be driven? Somewhere abroad, Poland or somewhere else, And ROCIO is almost, putting earplugs in her ears. I was like, do you have earphones? You would have placed earphones on your phone so that you spare yourself from this wrath. It's actually directed towards you. It is what it is. When you go around 3 hardworking people and you are just hardworking, that's what you have to meet every blessed day. every blessed day. They have to remind you. So can you work hard and get 100,000 US? They always say US. They don't even have to say dollars or whether it's sterling, pounds or whatever. So it is what it is, right?
US. You get it. So
let's go back. I don't want you to miss that.
I've realized as a man you should just know it's a very important skill. Yeah.
All right, just pay your attention.
Guys, this is Nairobi.
We are going to see the Lexus.
Look,
right there.
Lexus, look. I've seen. Even not Volvo, there's Jaguar.
Jaguar for you. And that is the next car, right?
You've seen that?
What I promised myself, after finishing all the things I want to do, just make sure I buy a Lamborghini. But I don't know where I will drive it. Maybe somewhere in abroad. God willing. I must have it.
Rocio, put this. Will you keep that phone aside, Rocio? Did you hear? Keep that phone aside. Don't pretend that you are busy making a call. You have called for 30 minutes. What is that you're calling for? Are you canceling the dates in Argentina, or what are you doing? Because 30 blessed minutes, people are talking in the vehicle. It's a family tour. It's the first time in the Mercedes-Benz, and you are busy on the phone. Come on, will you stop that now?
And if you have 100,000 US, you get it. So
yeah, you just need 100,000 US only. 100,000 US only, Rocio. And you can have your Lamborghini. So you shared your dream car recently in the yard. And most of that was it about 7.5 million? So convert that to the US. We don't say US dollars, US. How many US will you need? And of course, MWANGO has challenged you. She's just going to take a year and she will have the 100,000 US for the Lamborghini, right? What about you?
if God gives me grace, 1 year in Lamborghini in my car.
Yeah, 1 year.
Look, even motorbikes, Nairobi.
1 year, 1 year. 1 year, she'll have it in her compound. And remember, it will be the Bila at the Nyabohanse. But she will be not driving it in Nyabohanse. She will be driving it in abroad, you know. What about you? What are you planning to do? You shared your dream cars and you are asked whether you are ready to drive. And of course, you seem to know a lot about cars because Mr. Louis knows already or is a fan of cars. And of course, MARWA was promising to buy one for the father-in-law and send. I don't know how. But that is one thing that he mentioned in that video, and I was like, okay, so you're planning to buy for Louis on camera, or is it real? What about Rocio? Is she going to buy for herself? Now that MWANGO assured us that she's not a lazy gang like us. She's not jobless. She's working also hard. Because if she was lazy, the rich man would easily have sent her away packing, you know. And even though she went herself packing, she is still here. We are seeing her around and she's going to Nyabohanse very, very soon, you know. No excuse, you know, no excuse. You can work 3 hard and get what I wanna get. And it's not about physical work, do you understand? You can work 3 hard, not necessarily physical work, and get one you wanna get, and smile to purchase, right? Now let's get to this messy story of MASUBO. MASUBO 1 came about yesterday. Displaying the first wife. Women are so foolish sometimes. I wonder how you can get yourself mixed up in the foolish stories of your husband. Coming to clean their loins when they already exposed their dirty loins in public. It is what it is. Sometimes they always say in my language, you hide the hyena. Hey, you hide the hyena. Continue hiding the hyena. Once the hunters have gone, it will eat you, my sister. You are smiling around there and I know he can't marry. Who are you? Who are you that he cannot marry this Masubo man? If at all this man came about and they were in the police within Nyabohanse, what is so different with Masubo one and like other men we've seen in Nyabohanse who are chasing around women, sending them away, going for young women and all that? And I don't think if they say something, if it's not there, if it's not here, it is there. If it's not there, it is there. If you have ever dealt with demonstrative pronouns, you understand what I mean, right? So this lady comes around for the first time. She's smiling on camera. I don't know why she doesn't even have her own channel. She's displayed here like some mtumba on the market, and she's there to protect the name of Masubo. I hope things will not come falling down, because once a man knows that you are such a woman who is foolish enough to be used to protect their image, yours will not be protected. Whenever you become the cover is always dirty. Have you ever seen the computer? That bag we keep our computer inside is always dirty. And every blessed day when we wake up, you have to clean it. Sometimes take a towel, clean it. So this lady becomes the, do you know why people normally draw the, why do people have the carpets in their houses? This woman has turned herself into a carpet. Or can I say, hey, what do I call it? Even a fence. Do you know why people fence their homes? Hey, Nyabohanse drama. These are soap operas with very funny corners, So I saw that lady sitting on for the first time on camera with Masubo, and I was like, oh, you are lost. You would have stayed away from all this. Let him clean his own shit. Why are you coming to protect his image? For what purposes? Has he paid you? Like saying that, can you see how I maintain the hair? Hey, people are owning clothes out there. If you have to cover up, sister, I hope you have acquired a plot from him. Not just a mere smile and food that ends up in, I don't want to say that. All right, so let's go to Masubo, guys. If you heard about Masubo 1 and this lady that came about talking about beatings, talking about Masubo as a woman, a fornicator around, and all that, I don't want even to say all those words, Namaste, wife number 1 in full support. Imagine, hey, I'm like, hey, sister, come here, let me show you. Hey, you are being shown Pepe. The cover of the computer. Namaste. Hey, people don't understand even why every time we have to carry our luggage in a bag, that bag is just being used. Do you understand, sister? Hey, somebody should go tell her, but she seems to be a foolish one. She can't even listen. She's too, when I compared the other woman who stood and spoke to this one is actually woto. Let's go and see. Let's go and see what she's being convinced to say on camera. And I'm like, okay, so you're coming up with a narrative. You can write a book. Let's look at this.
Struggling with love, business, or bad luck?
All right,
Call
so
Dr.
let's
Kim
skip
Beck,
this.
the trusted traditional healer.
I think you have got one wife.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Where is the other wives? Where are they?
Yeah.
Show me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know where are they.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you have.
And pass.
Let's start from here. All right, let me also connect the charger.
Yeah, I'm the winner.
Yeah.
I'm the only
Computer.
wife.
Yes.
I am a Masubo.
Yeah. So I think I have shown you some videos about people that are talking that I have another wife, and even they were making laws saying that I have many wives. So I want you. How can you say about those people who are saying that I have a
Listen to her answer, guys.
many wives?
Just listen to her answer.
Myself, I think you have got one wife.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Where is the other wives? Where are they?
Yeah.
Show me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know where are they.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you have got 2 children
Yes.
and 1 wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only Markley
McLean.
Yeah. The rest of wives, I myself, I don't know where they are.
Yeah. So you know, for the new people, you know, every day we are getting the visitors in this our channel. This is your channel because it's mine is you. Yeah, because
Hey, who says what? When a man owns a channel, is it a wife's channel? If you people know about Obina, you know about Mulamwa, you know about Ruth K, you know about, I don't know, I can even mention from here to Timbuktu. From Kenya to Timbuktu, a list of men who have owned channels. And those channels are never their wives' channels. It is just your channel. You know, a channel is like, do I say your inner way? You don't own it with anybody. It's yours. Just yours. There is no way a man comes around and smiles and tells you, my channel is your channel. And you are there saying, yeah. Hey, sisters, you are really letting down sisterhood. Namaste is saying she said it all. I am the winner. She won, the other woman lost. Imagine. Let me laugh. I am the winner. What has she won? Because now if you look at the stories that have surrounded MASUBO 1, not once, not twice, MASUBO 1 goes after young people under 18. And it's not for the first time or second time or third time. And when he comes here to explain things, it automatically tells you there's something. You cannot begin sanitizing what is not dirty. We never clean what is clothes that are clean, do we? When clothes are dirty, that's when you clean. You cannot go and begin washing clothes that are clean. So MASUBO comes here to wash himself because he knows he's dirty. And he's trying to sanitize himself before the eyes of subscribers, maybe so that they believe his story. But as for me, I can't believe it all. I can't. I can't believe the story, and I'm only sympathizing for this woman. How do I call her? I don't want to call names. But I'm only sympathizing with this sister here, who is actually being made to smile before the camera, when maybe at the background, she is, paining and suffering. Every blessed day, God knows how. Let's go ahead. There is another point I got from this video. I was like, oh, God forbid that she is enjoying life.
Saying, oh, no, I'm tired. But I managed. Sometimes even if you are not feeling well, I'm cooking for you. Yes. Even some subscribers, they know. I used to even to send them the video and I'm cooking for you. You remember? Yes. So they don't know which kind of life we live. They don't know. And nobody can tell her which kind of life we live. This is our secret in the heart. But you hear somebody say, oh, MASUBO 1 is beating
somebody.
Imagine.
Okay, MASUBO 1 is like you hear somebody saying, somebody, and then that one was your second wife saying, and it's not the first time this is emerging on the virtual line. If it emerged once, we would then say maybe it's a story that is cooking up. This story came up, I think, in January, was it? About January, and also, was it last year or when? This aspect about favorite humbled, this aspect about Athman. These stories really have run, and they are actually, Namaste is like the MASUBO 1 story is even bigger and complex, and will run for a while. Deception, cover-ups, betrayal. Director Kelvo made a video about it, what is to come. Imagine. And then he comes here smiling and cheating. I think sometimes when you know you have stepped in the shit, you just better clean your legs behind. You use the tap behind the house. You don't even go in public for the tap that is in front and begin cleaning there. Because everybody will hey, everybody will get the foul smell. And that is what exactly MASUBO is doing. You know? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So guys, this aspect of people coming to clean their linen, and it's when they dirtied it, they were not even involving us. It becomes a very funny story for these people. And when we talk about it, they say, you people shut up. We won't shut up because it's our business. Now they make it our business. Just like you write a book and display it in a bookshop. How do you expect people will not buy and read and critique, say this spelling is wrong, supposed to be maybe black instead of blue, the writings were supposed to be Arial instead of Times Romans? People will comment, and because you will not do anything about it. And I'm just sorry about this lady. I hope the business she's talking about is real business, you know. She's talking about, yeah, I even have a business. I don't know whether it's selling tomato or banana. I don't know. Somebody can educate me on what exactly she's selling, or whether she's selling lies here also, because these days you can sell lies, you can sell truth, you know, you can sell politics, you can sell gossip. So when she comes here and says, I even have a business, I hope she's not selling lies, as I can see her doing here. Because you can actually even read the nonverbal language, the way she's rolling her tongue, the way she's, you know, she's behaving like a young girl who is being seduced by somebody. And yet she's an old lady with the 2 kids already. I don't expect her to be, you know, twisting her neck the way she's doing around, and she knows she's lying. And even if she lies to us, what are we to lose? We are just getting stories to add up to our day. We are not actually losing anything. We are not going to be beaten by MASUBO. She's the one who will feel the physical assault. If it is any disease, MASUBO will carry it. She will carry it to her house, not our houses. You know, if anything is going to happen to her, it's her and not us. So I don't know why she agreed to be actually used on the platform for once. All this while MASUBO has been making videos, why has she not been part and parcel? Because you've seen men and women who make content like Jimmy, Baba Jimmy. They always make content together. So how come someone now invites you when their linen is dirty and tell you, come baby, come and wash my dirty linen with me, and you accept? So you are so sure that when the slap comes to you, nobody will stand with you, because I'm sure if something happens to her, I don't know whether anyone within that village will be ready to stand and listen to her story. I don't know. Let's just hope that maybe something will not happen, but this one, no. This one is a letdown to sisterhood.
Keep praying. Yeah. Don't worry. God knows, yeah? Yeah, don't worry. But be careful. You know those people, they are evil. You see what they are trying. But God is the one. Don't ever fear. Don't fear. You know, even them, they will go. You know, let me tell you, the thing that me, I don't fear in this life.
I really fear to pass near them, sure. Maybe they
like
can.
This boy that plays. No, if you see him, you be careful. You know, where my wife, she's doing the business is where those people, they are passing. Yeah, I find a good house for her. She's doing her business, but you hear what she say, and she just tell me that, oh, MASUBO one leave reaction. But I have listened to you, and the audience, they will comment there. And also, the people who can believe what they want to believe, let them believe. You know, you cannot force someone. Yeah, you cannot
Let them believe what they want to believe. Of course, we have believed what we want to believe. But the reality is that you people are hiding that truth on the ground. But as I've always said, in our culture, we always say, hide the hyena as much as you can. You know? Hide the hyena as much as you can. But by the time the hunters go, the hyena will automatically come out of the hiding and consume you. Who will save you? Nobody. Nobody. Because, of course, you hit the hyena. What did you expect? You hit the hyena. What did you expect? That it will come out and then thank you for having hidden it. It doesn't happen. It does not happen unless you're also using the earring, the onyx earrings. Now that Nyabohanse, you have foreigners all over the place, Gabi, ROCIO, and others. We don't know of others. Maybe those who come to camera, those who know, whom we know. But maybe you have some offering from Argentina or wherever the place, or even Mexico or whatever, even India. We don't know. Actually, being an international point whereby every other visitor can stop, maybe they'll come around and do something to help you save the situation so that the hyena will not consume you, or else, sister, these things happen. You hide the hyena. When the hunters go away, the hyena comes out, and of course it does its thing, you know. Because when we had this lady calling MASUBO 1 a beast, and she was saying all those, all that she gave, that story that she actually gave, and it's not even her alone, what Kevo gave and other people, it is a story. I don't think there is a way in which people can keep creating stories about one person once or twice. You are not a politician, MASUBO. You have not become a brand yet. You are not a brand yet. So you can't say people are doing that out of envy or want to bring you down, because you are not a brand. You are not being used maybe to go stand for a given company. So it's not possible that people want to bring you down. It's not also possible that people want to invade your family. Is someone interested in your first wife? We've not had that yet. So how are you going to convince us that whatever they are saying is false, that they are creating propaganda created for politicians or for brands, But when you are just somebody who is struggling around, the jobless gang like ourselves, I don't think somebody can come up creating such a story surrounding you, It's not possible, Namaste says, yes, she said so. And then Namaste again says, I didn't know that MASUBO 1 has a hyena. He is the hyena. It's not hers. He is the hyena. He is the hyena, and the lady is the farmer who is hiding, covering the leaves around that hyena so that the hyena is safe. But unfortunately, the hyena will automatically consume her. That is what we say in our local language, Now let's possibly see. All right, I think as much as I've done, that is the much I've done for today. I really appreciate those who came around, and you can watch my other videos to get me moving. Ethan King 999, hi, welcome. You've just come when you are finalizing. Unless you have a question to ask, you can raise a question as I cover this. In 2 minutes, I'll be maybe closing this down so that I prepare to do another video for Live Saga TV, the political analysis channel. Ethan King 999, do you have any question before I exit? Or Namaste, do you have any question to ask? Yilmaz, Mr. Fruits Money, any question to ask before I exit? 2 minutes, I'll be gone. Thank you for the likes. I really appreciate. All right. It's interesting. All right. I'll enjoy the day, and thank you for such a wish. Ethan King, you're typing a question. Let me get your question. Oh. What time is it? It's 9:27 a.m. in Kenya. Where are you? 9:27 in Kenya. What about you? What is your time and where are you? In Canada? Okay, what's the time in Canada right away? Here it's 9:27 a.m. We've just started our day. 2:27 a.m. That's too early. You mean you wake up at 2:27? 2:27. 7:28, no, 9:28 in Kenya. Oh, Namaste is saying 7:28. That's India. Namaste, is that India? Oh, UK. UK it's 7:28, while Canada is 2:27. All right, what a difference. Anyway, thank you so much for actually sacrificing your time, because I can see that is so early. 2:27 is so early. 7:28 is also quite early, but I appreciate your presence here. Bye-bye for now. Let's meet in another live stream, or you can also create time to watch my videos just to enhance my growth. Thank you. Bye-bye.